According to statistics from the BBC, the average debt of a student living away from home that enrolled in 2013 will average £57,000. This is enough for a down payment on a house or to start up a small business. Costs of everyday essentials, bills and tuition fees are making it harder for students to manage their finances. MMU should understand more than anybody how hard it is for students to get by. So why is it our MMU cafeterias Fresh charge ridiculous prices for their food? We asked students how they felt about Fresh. How often would you say you buy from the Fresh cafeteria?
About 3 times a week.
I don't know, probably like once a week or something.
Probably like once every 2 weeks.
Do you think there is a variety of quality foods?
No, I think they could have a bit more variety. Quality could probably be a bit better as well, but the service, that's excellent.
It could be better, I suppose. There's too many simple things, and sometimes they don't really do hot food.
Not really, they just do like sausage rolls, sandwiches, pretty basic stuff.
Would you say the food offered is good value for money?
No, not really. That's why I'd rather stay at home and cook, because it's more cost effective for a student.
I think it could be cheaper. You know, they're going to make that part, they're going to make their bit.
Definitely not so good price for what it is.
Did you know Fresh is owned by the university?
No, I didn't actually.
Didn't know that, no.
Knowing this, do you feel the university should lower their costs to help students financially?
Yeah, definitely, man. I mean, everyone's struggling, everyone's got a budget, and you know, the university should reflect that as we're all students. We only get a little bit of like student loan, so yeah, they should definitely try and lower the prices for us.
Definitely, university costs enough as it is without having to spend all the money on food.
The objective of this documentary is to make the university aware that students aren't happy about the costs and selection of food sold in their Fresh cafeterias. We are basing our research on the Fresh cafeteria located in Jeffrey Manton. We purchased a basic meal from Fresh costing near £5 and will compare how far this cash can take us at takeaways along Oxford Road and supermarkets. Just minutes away from some of the MMU campuses are the popular takeaways of Oxford Road. Though eating out has a reputation of being expensive, we wanted to find out if they offered better prices and quality of food than Fresh. Before asking customers of Al Padrino's, we browsed their menu and discovered that 63 out of 68 meals that are served are cheaper than the Fresh meal we purchased.
Why do you like coming to Il Padrino?
The food's pretty decent. Like, I like fried chicken. They do jacket potatoes, and
usually come here after like a night out. Just want some food after drinking or something.
Would you say the prices are reasonable than the Fresh bar?
The fresh bar's fairly expensive. They don't actually do any good hot food anyway, so it's hard to make the comparison.
They're alright. They're similar to all the other ones down the road. You know? It just depends on food and that.
Students we interviewed felt Fresh could have lower prices and were pleased with Al Padrino's quality and cost of food. So far, the takeaways have a good review compared to Fresh. Though Al Padrino's had good feedback, the menu isn't the healthiest, so we want to get the opinions of students wanting to eat healthy. For this, we interviewed customers of Subway.
Why do you like coming to Subway?
It's close to where I live, and yeah. I really like coming to Subway because it's really it's fresh and healthy, and it makes it a lot simpler than going to something like McDonald's.
Because it's opposite uni.
Would you say the prices are more reasonable than the Fresh bar?
I find the meal deal quite cheaper than anywhere else that I have been to. Yeah, I'd say it's quite reasonable. Okay for students.
Yeah, they are. You get a meal for like £3.
Subway prices are not the cheapest, but they offer nutritious meals and have deals to help people save money. Though still better value for money than Fresh, offering meals for just £3, there are still food outlets which offer student meals for next to nothing. In a supermarket such as Aldi, you are able to buy near enough a week's worth of food for around £5. We took our research to the Arndale Aldi and asked student customers their opinions. Do you think Aldi is good value for money?
Yeah, I think it's really good. It's a lot cheaper than like the big supermarkets.
Yeah, a lot. I only started shopping at Aldi yesterday because my friend was going on about how cheap it is, but I've always thought it was a bit crap quality, but it's actually done me proud. I'm going to start shopping there definitely.
Yeah, I think it is. I do shop a week and it's usually only around £20, so I think it's quite good.
What do you think of the quality of the food?
Yeah, it's a lot cheaper, but it tastes just as good as the brands.
It's really good. It's obviously a lot cheaper. The fruit doesn't taste as nice as what you would spend in maybe Asda or Tesco's, but I definitely prefer for the prices that I pay.
It's quite good. I never thought it was good before, but since I started shopping there regularly, I think it's quite good, yeah.
Bearing in mind, depending on what you buy, you can buy up to a week's worth of food for £5 in Aldi. Do you think it's fair the University Cafeteria Fresh charges the same amount for a single basic meal?
It's ridiculous. I refuse to spend my money there. I only ever bought anything from the cafeteria on my Met card, and that's now run out. I'd usually go home and like use the stuff that I buy here at Aldi and just make a sandwich. It's just so much cheaper.
I can understand why they charge what they do, but I think it's a bit expensive, especially seeing as we're students who can't really afford that. I don't think so. I think the quality is basically the same as what it is at Aldi. It's charging a lot more money. It's not really that fair, to be honest. And we are students, so it's not like we've got a lot of money to spend on food.
With the cost of certain meals coming to a total of under £1, shopping at a supermarket and cooking it yourself is the most cost-efficient way of eating for a student. However, students sometimes don't have the time to prepare food for the day and have a full day of lectures. This is where Fresh is convenient, as they are located on campus and students can quickly grab something to eat. Unfortunately, we could not conduct our interview we had planned due to the manager Stephanie Island refusing to have an interview. We also emailed her and we had no reply. Why, we don't know. Maybe she knew that the Fresh bar she manages are overpriced but didn't want to admit it. Nonetheless, we hope we've got our point clear that the students of MMU are unfairly being charged by the university. Fresh need to change their ways to help students financially.